with Genesis 43, we first see the note Hashi Pentateuch with verse 12. Should be I in the margin over there. For verse 26, A Dagusha, and verse 23, Wish Tju Kari, and the famine was sore in the land. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the grain which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And Israel said, Wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether ye had yet a brother? And they said, The man asked us straitly of our state and of our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him, according to the tenor of these words, could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down. And Judah said unto Israel, His father, send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. And that word there that's rendered as famine, kabt, means the liver, thick, sore, slow, much, laden, heavy, hard, great, grievous, a bad sense, sometimes heavy in a good sense, vehemence, great number, sore, stop, rich, promote, prevail, nobles, many, self-laid make, come, do, get, had, honor, dignity, self-imposed with those, heavy laid, glory, chargeable, abounding, dimming, boasting, made difficult, burdened. I will be surety for him. Of my hand shalt thou require him, if I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, and let me bear the blame forever. For except we had lingered, surely now we had returned this second time. And their father Israel said unto them, If it must be so now, do this. Take of the best fruits in the land of your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, nuts and almonds, and take double money in your hand, and the money that was brought again in the mouth of your sacks, carry it again in your hand, peradventure it was an oversight. Take also your brother, and arise, go again unto the man, and God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother, and Benjamin, son of the right hand. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. And the men took that present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and rose up, and went down to Egypt, and stood before Yusuf. Oh, and I forgot, Sheshi is up there in the corner. And when Yusuf saw Benjamin with them, he said to the ruler of his house, "Bring these men home, and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon." And the man did as Yusuf bade, and the man brought the men unto Yusuf's house. And the men were afraid, because they were brought into Yusuf's house. And they said, "Because of the money that was returned in our sacks at the first time, or we brought in, that he may seek occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take us for bondmen, and our donkeys." And they came near to the steward of Yusuf's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house. And he said, "O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food. And it came to pass, when we came to the end, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again in our hand. And other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put our money in our sacks." And he said, "Peace be to you, fear not. Your God and the God of your father hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money." And he brought Simeon out unto them. And the man brought the men into Yusuf's house, and gave them water. And they washed their feet, and they gave their donkeys provender. And they made ready the present before Yusuf came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And when Yusuf came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bound themselves to him to the earth. And he asked them of their welfare. And he said, "Is your father well, the old man of whom ye spake? Is he yet alive?" And they answered, "The servant, our father, is in good health. He is yet alive." And they bowed down their heads and made obeisance. And he lifted his eyes up and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, "Is this your younger brother, of whom ye spake unto me?" And he said, "God be gracious unto thee, my son." And Yusuf made haste, for his affection toward his brother was kindled, and he sought where to weep. And he entered into his chamber and wept there. And he washed his face, and went out, and refrained himself, and said, "Set on bread." And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians. I'm not sure the reference outside of Jewish sources for that. And they set before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men marveled one at another. And he took and sent messes unto them from before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times as much as any of theirs. And they drank and were merry with him. Wahrab kabud barts. Wihi kasher klu lakal at hachbar asher habyaw memtsrim we amr alihim abihim shabu shabru lanu math akal we amr aliu Yehuda Lamer Had Benu Hesh Lamer La Trau Pani Bolti Ajikum Atkum Yeshuk Mashlech At Achinu Atnu Nurda When Shibrah Luk Akal Wam Enoch Mashlech la nerd. Ki heish amr alinu la tarau pani balti atchikam atkum we amr yashral lamah huratum li lahgid leish haud lakum ach we amru shal heish lanu wal mulidtanu lamr haud abikam chi hish lakum ach wungad lu alpi hadbrim hal hidwa nada ki yammer huridu at atchikam we amr Yehuda al Ishral abu shulcha hanar ati one kumah one lakah one cha wallah namud gum anchinu gum atah gum thupnu anki arbanu midi tab qashnu amla habyatyu alik wahatskatyu labnik which thani luk kol himim ki lula het mahnu ki atah shabnu sa pamim we amr alcham yashral abicham amkan apwa zat ashu kachu mesmert hearts buckle yakum wah wargadu leish man cha math 3 wum ath dibsh nakat wolf bathyam washkatyam waksaf mashnah kchu bidkam wat haksaf ham ushab papi am tahtyakum tashibu bidkam auli mashka wa wat achikam kchu wakumu shubu al heish wal shadi yatan lakam rach min labni heish washluch lakam at achkam achur wat benimin wani kasher shuklati wikchu hanshim at ham nadut ham nadwah Hazat Wam Shanah Kaseth Lakchu Bidum Wat Beniman Wikmu Wirdu Matsrim We Amdu Lapni Yusuf Wivra Yusuf Atam at Benimin We Amr Lasher Al Bitu Haba at Hanchim Habita Watbutch Thabutch Wahkun Ki Ati Yaklu Hanchim Butz Harim We Ash Haish Kasher Amr Yusuf Weba Haish at Hanchim Bita Yusuf We Yurau Hanchim Ki Hubau Beit Yusuf We Amru Al Dibur Heksef Habshb Bum Tuchenu But Chalah and Chenu Mubaim Lahetgalal Alignu Wal Het Nepal Al Yanu Wal Kachet At Nu Labdim Wat Chimrinu We Gushu Al Haish Asher Al Beit Yusuf Weedbrew Al Yu Patich Habit We Amru Be Adni Yurdnu But Chalah Lashbur Akal Vihi Ki Banu Al Hamlun One Pacha at Touchninu Wahna Kasaf Aish Bapi Touchtu Kaspanu Bush Shakalu One Shub Atu Bidnu Waksaf Atcher Hurdanu Bidnu Lashbur Akal La Yud Anu Mi Shub Kaspanu Bam Touchinu We Amr Shalum Lakam Al Tirau Al Hikam Walhi Abikam Natan Lakam Mathmoon Bam Touchtikam Kas Pakam Ba Ali Wiutza Alham at Shim'aun Weba Haish at Hanshim Bita Yusuf Witan Mim Wirchutsu Rugliham Witan Maspwa Lachmuriham Wikinu at Hamnacha Ad Bawa Yusuf But Harim Ki Shemau Ki Shem Yaklu Lechem Weba Yusuf Habita Wibiao Lu at Hamnacha Asher Bidam Habita Wishtuju Lu Arza. We shall Laham Leshlum we Amr Hashlum Abikam Heskan Asher Amratum Haldanu Chi we Amru Shlum Labaduk Labinu Audnu Chi we do we should chew we sha you we ra at benimin achu ben amu we amr hasa achikam hakthan asher amratam ali we amr alhim yachnak bani Wimher Yusuf Ki Nakmru Rutmu Al Achu Wibkush Labkut Wiba Hatchtara Wibuk Shemuk Shemah Wirchits Penu Witsa Wheat Apak, Wheat Amr, Shimu, Lechum, Wishimu, Lu, Libdu, Walchum, Libdum, Wal Mutsarim, Haklim, Atu, Libdum Ki La, Yuklun, Hamtsrim, Lakal at Habrim, Lechem Ki, Tu Abba, Hua, Lemtsrim, Wishbu, Lepnu, Habkur, Kembkurtu, Wahtas Ayer, Kets Artu, Wheat Mahu, Hanshim Ish Al Rahu, Wisha Mashat, Mat Panu Alham, Wat Rub Mashat, Bani Man Mem Shat, Kulm Chimish, Yadut, Wishtu, Wishkru, Amu. Now I notice that there can be sounds that I've missed when I shift the camera, and so I don't know how many videos that might have interfered with, but I think it would have been understandable from what I've clicked in and looked at